Hello everyone, this is Durant's Healing and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I would like to jump right into the stones to see what the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team, and they're making note of this circling energy. It's almost like a loop, like a cycle is what I'm gathering here in the shells. And the doll that's representing you is sitting outside of it. And what I'm downloading in this message is that some of you in the collective may be closing out certain cycles, closing out certain phases, entering into something new is what I'm picking up on. And the reason why you're able to get out of this cycle is because of this action stone here. Something in you made the choice. Something in you took a step in the right direction, which pushed you on this other side, pushed you outside of this loop. And what I'm sensing here is that your energy is on the front line is all that I can see here, because the doll that's representing you is outside of it. And looking at it in the cosmos, it's almost as if there's something in your energy that allows you to be outside of the circle, outside of your family system. It's like you don't sit inside of it, but for so long. You get outside because you're spiritually on the front line, listening to the messages that are coming from the universe, listening to the messages that are coming to you by the wavelengths is what I'm gathering here, because the water stone is right next to your ear. It's like you can feel this difference. You can see the difference, but quite uniquely is by you hearing energies. It's like your senses know when the shift is occurring. You listen to the energies to let you know what shifts are taking place or coming to the paradigm around you. When the waves get high, you can hear that. But I can see now that you're on the outside of it, there is a change in the energies because you're hearing a steady stream is what I'm gathering here. And the reason why you're able to listen to energies, I'm getting something else in this message before I read further. You can also see and feel the energy shift in people around you. As you listen to them speak, as you hear their words, it's like something in you knows where they are by the way they sound, by the vibration of their frequency. You can hear. Something is very potent about this listening that you do. I'm also seeing like a cup, like the styrofoam cups with the string, the paper telephone. You're hearing the energies behind people or into the soul of people, listening to the sound waves to verify where they are, where they're positioning. And you're able to do this because of your gut intuition, because you pull in the information from your gut. You trust it. You trust what you feel. It connects you to the changes that are moving throughout the cosmos, and a part of you stepping outside of this circle of this energetic wavelength is so that you can listen to the changes that are moving, listen to the healing wavelengths that are moving throughout the cosmos, and you can witness it through the vibration of people. A higher wisdom, a spiritual wisdom that is flowing to you, able to break down any complex issue that are permeating outside, because you get access to the information. Frontline is what I'm gathering here. You may feel it differently in real time. This frontline experience of you being spiritually equipped enough to pick up on the energies. You get it first. So when things get a little bit heightened, you may feel it first. When things get a little bit wonky in the energies in the cosmos, you feel it. But as it ripples through you, you can hear the same wavelength touch the people, touch this cycling energy that you're sitting outside of. I'm gathering is whatever comes to this planet, it hits you first. A deeper wisdom, knowing that you have the access by way of your position to break down any issues, whatever people may be struggling with on a deeper level. Your insight, when you tap into your gut, when you silence the noise or remove yourself from the outside crowd, you tap into your intuition to gain the information needed to handle whatever is what I'm sensing here. But beautifully enough, your heart is showing up here, quietly devoted to helping other people gain access to a higher truth, to a higher knowing. And the generosity is what I'm picking up on. Some of you in the collective may be very generous, a giver at heart, but not only monetarily, but a giver of information, a giver of insight, a giver of knowledge, because something in your heart wants to see people rise, want to see people rise to the plate of their highest good, nurturing in a deeper genius, not only from yourself, but also from within them. You see the star inside of people. And as you sit on the cutting edge, gaining all of the insight and front-hand information, you share it with the people. You share it with the crowd. You share it with people around you. At whatever level you see fit, that's why the genius kicks in. You know who and what to give information to. You know how to dispense it. A baby may not have the capacity to eat a full apple, but the ingestion of something fruitful will be good to its body, will be good for its soul. And something about your sophistication kicks in to say, I need to break this down for them. I need to chop it up in a different way for them. That's what I'm seeing your sophistication does whenever you break down the information so that it can be dispensed to people in a way that they feel it, in a way that they're still healing from the information that you're giving. That's why at times you may deliver goods in different packages, because your genius kicks in to say it's better that they get something from me than nothing at all. Very interesting message here in the cosmos. But what I would like to do, I would like to take a dive into the position that you're in. There's something interesting about you sitting on the cutting edge right now. And I want to see the purpose of this, or what's going on with this energy, and also a little bit more insight about your sophistication and your ability to deliver the information down to the paradigm around you. What is this doll and sophistication stone about for the collective? And in terms of this doll that symbolizes the position that you're in, the cards that came out were subspace dimension, life purpose, absorbing, vitality, destabilizing, and guidance. And what I'm downloading here is that there's something in the sensitivity of your frequency. Some of you may be very sensitive. Some of you may can pick up and sense certain frequencies and energies around you. However, it grows and goes to a much larger level than you truly think. It goes off even into the dimension. Subspace dimension came out. And what I'm gathering here is that because of your sensitivity and your ability to pick up and absorb energies around you, it pulls you in to the frequencies that are also moving throughout the cosmos. This may destabilize you. You may not necessarily know why you're feeling this wave of anxiety come out of the blue, feeling these waves of emotions, not truly able to pinpoint exactly what's going on. Your day may be going well, and all of a sudden you feel this heaviness or feel some boost of excitement. This is due to your access and the position that your energy is calibrated on. The potency of your frequency allows you the access to pick up on and to pull in these energies that are moving around you. And something about this is connected to your life's purpose. The reason why you were even born to this planet. Vitality came out, but what I'm sensing here is about vital signs. Checking pulses. It's like you have access to the energetic pulse of the frequencies moving around you. You know the heartbeat of the cosmos on certain threads of energies moving. And you're able to check this pulse and get downloads of what's truly coming in, what's really going on. And something about your energy, even while you're being destabilized, it's like your guidance or the guidance you get when you have the courage or when you have the time to process these energies. It's as if the information starts flowing through your blood. It starts flowing through your veins. You don't have to necessarily do anything to access this information. Check the pulse is what you're doing. Checking the pulse is what you're doing. And as you check it, the beat is information. The beat is the calibrated light that is moving throughout your body, synchronizing yourself, putting you in the position to translate or to transfer these energies from one dimension to the next. This position that I'm seeing here is like you're a part of, I'm just seeing synapses or like a neuron. Something about transmitting is, I don't know what I'm seeing, but something in your energy is positioning you or have positioned you in the cosmos like a transmitter, a powerful hub that sends a signal from one neuron or from one energetic or information body to the next. And that is what you are at this current time. That's what I'm gathering here. Very large message. Whoa, this was very powerful. I'm also getting that is why you're outside of this energetic cycle, this energetic circle. In order for you to receive the information, you have to stay calibrated at a certain frequency in order for this transmitting of the energies to happen. And when you're amongst the crowd, it's hard for you to be in that position to transfer information. That's why your energy sits on the outside, on the cutting edge, on the front line, being able to get information, but also provide guidance, because now you're being a hub for this information to go through you. That is what I'm seeing here. But I've also pulled some cards on your Sophistication stone. I didn't pull much, but the cards that came out were Healing of the Soul, Dysfunctional, Giving, and Psyche. And what I'm downloading here is that a part of the genius of your frequency shows up solely to heal the souls in this paradigm, to heal people on a deep level. And a part of you being this transmitter is that the information that comes through you allows your sophistication to download, rewire, or reconfigure itself to handle the energies that are sitting within this paradigm. Whenever there's dysfunction, whenever there's chaos, there's something in the sophistication of your energy that will deliver a recipe curated so purely that offers relief, that offers solace to the psyche of those around you. There's something in your genius that knows how to calm any chaotic situation. You may not feel like you have the capacity, but your sophistication operates on a different frequency. It operates on intelligence, scientific intelligence. So it's not caught up in emotions. It's not caught up in the drama. It's more focused on advancing and dismantling the dysfunction, dissolving the chaos. And as it energetically dispenses, which comes in the form of you giving, there is this recalibration that happens in your psyche that knows where people are, that knows what they need, that knows what information that needs to be put in place in order to calm the noise, to silence the chaos, to reconfigure the dysfunction in a way that it starts to move on a functional basis. This sophistication comes with a quiet flow, with a quiet ease is what I'm sensing here. People don't even know that they're being touched by this level of genius that you carry. You do it very quietly. You can see all of the chaos. You can see all of the noise. But as you sit in a very unique position, and as you pick and choose however you see fit to dispense your genius out in the world around you, you may communicate, you may give, you may sing, you may do something, but whatever you curate your energy on, it heals the soul. Very interesting message here in the cards. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. And if you stayed thus far, please be sure to like, to share, to subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And what I would like to do at this time, I would like to jump back into the stones to see what the second ancestor or spirit guide stone has in store for us, because it's landing in the fire. And what I'm downloading here is that the other world, your spirit guides, your spirit team are in full support of you right now. What I'm getting is that your otherworldly frequency, the otherworldliness of your energy, they're saying is coming from us. It's coming from the spirit world. The very way that you move, the very way that you speak, The difference in your frequency is not meant to be tamed or confined. It has everything to do with the expression of it out fully, letting people know you're not from here. Your home, your earth stone is in the spirit world. This is where you reside. This is where you get your identity. Not from following the masses, not from following the status quo. You make the status quo. You are the status quo. And that is the message that always rings inside of you over and over again. Anytime the paradigm or the outside world attempts to confine you, to reconfigure you, to try to fit you into a box, there is no box. You're boundless. You're formless, dwelling in the realm of the spirit. That is your identity. That is where your belongingness exists. You're not seeking belongingness in this paradigm. No, you're meant to transform it. Your energy is meant to bring a breath of fresh air to a very dense and restricted paradigm. The liberation of your spirit has everything to do with their spirit guide support of this otherworldly energy. It's backing you up. So for those of you who may be dealing with standing in your uniqueness, standing in an alternative path that your energy tends to veer off towards, keep leaning. They're going to keep fueling you up no matter what. The battery does not die is what I'm hearing. Also, what I'm getting here, there is a second message that's coming from the other world, and it has to do with your wisdom. You're gifted is what I'm gathering here. You're gifted. Spiritually gifted is what I'm sensing here, because there's something in your knowledge and in your knowing that drives you up the ladder, that pushes you up the ladder. Like, no matter where you go, it's like you will always ascend. You will always get to the highest place because your brilliant stone is in the other world. And when your brilliance lands in the fire, your energy will always excel. It will always ascend. So no matter where you go in this paradigm, there's something in you that will rise up the ladder. Even in the workforce, you can stay there 1 or 2 months, and next thing you know, you're looked at as someone that they can advance to, give a promotion to. When you step into the social scene, you elevate so quickly. Next thing you know, you're on stage. People are looking at you, people wanting to know about you, bouncing up and down the social ladder, advancing yourself very quickly. The ability for your energy to rise is because of your brilliance. You will always rise no matter what. And they're also saying this is not solely from an egotistical standpoint. This has everything to do with your spirit team or the community that your forefathers came from, your foremothers came from. They were a people, or are a people, that holds very powerful ranking in the spirit world. And the action zone is sitting inside of the community ring. And this lets me know that anytime you sink down to a low level, sink down even mentally to a thinking that reduces you from being in a heightened state, the community on the other side will kick in to say, or to remind you to remember who you are, to remember where you come from. You're much more honorable than that. The grace of your energy is eloquent. Don't reduce yourself. Don't allow your thinking to reduce you. Move around. And if you don't move around, they will put things in your place to push you to the side so that you can get the message that will rise you either way. You can't escape it. Because your elevation is attached to your creativity. Your creativity is coming from a cultivation or a culmination. I'm seeing a academic formula, a cumulative academic formula, curriculum is what I'm seeing here. There is an ancient curriculum that your spirit guides have cultivated over generations, over centuries. And this creativity is attached to your life's work, your life's purpose. And when your life's purpose sits in the fire, it has to do with your collaboration with the spirit, listening to the spirit, listening to the energies around you. But I'm very interested about this generational curriculum surrounding this creative energy or this creative ring that the other world has cultivated. I'm very interested in this. I don't even want to attempt to download. I want to see what this creativity is about that's sitting in the fire. And in terms of this creativity that's dwelling in the realm of spirit, the cards that came out were Feel It in Your Heart, Refusal, Residency, Navigation System, Encyclopedia, and Within This Dimension. And what I'm downloading here is that the purest of hearts. Some of you in the collective may have the purest of heart. Very giving, very loving. And this is connecting you to the other world or to the other side. Because there's something in your heart that refuses to confine yourself or refuses to shortchange yourself by meeting the demands of the social status quo is what I'm gathering here. And this refusal may make you lose some degree of residency in the world around you, meaning you're displaced, pushed out, or pushed to the side. I'm seeing exiled. But the beauty in this is that because your creativity is dwelling in the other world, your residency is also here. You always have a place. Your spirit is a place, and you're navigating your energy throughout the spiritual system. You don't have to worry about a home. Your home is in spirit. You are here for a good time, not for a long time. And your purpose and the expression of your creativity is about this culmination of information. Encyclopedia came out. What I was seeing was like a wealth of knowledge, a curriculum. There's something in your spiritual body that knows how to map out anything that comes your way. But this isn't about a interpersonal issue. This is about you navigating yourself around the landscape of the paradigm that you live in, navigating yourself throughout the landscape of the cosmos. Your creativity comes with so much information. You do not have to fit in. You do not have to meet the demands of the people and energies around you to have a place. Your place is wherever you land your feet. And this refusal in your spirit to shrink yourself, to shortchange yourself, to confine yourself, to fit in or to have a seat speaks to a larger message surrounding your residency. And that's why it's showing up in the fire. To reaffirm or to let you know that the creative expression that you have whenever you start to create, whenever you feel like you're in this exiled or isolated space, you're not being exiled. You're just being pushed into the space where you can dive deeper into where you need to go and what you need to do. There is no exiling you. There's no such thing. You're following a higher map. You're following a different spiritual curriculum, because the encyclopedia that is in your library come with an ancient knowledge that gives you insight, information, and wherewithal within your body to let you know you can go anywhere you want to go. You can do anything you want to do. You do not lean and require the society to give you that. Sovereignty is what I'm seeing here. And you're showing people within this dimension how to be sovereign. Free from people's groupthink mentality. Free from being judged. Who cares? There's more important matters here. There's many more directions that you could go. I'm just saying you have a wealth of knowledge in your memory bank, in your spiritual index, to let you know that you're truly free, you're truly sovereign. And that is what this creativity is about. The creative expression for you to be able to move however you see fit, to move wherever you need to, because you're ascending no matter what. And that is why your life's work is showing up here. This is your purpose. This is why you're able to be seen in a very powerful way. Dwelling in the other world, pushed out by God today. Pushed out on the cutting edge, outside of the circulating energy, because you have no residency. The spiritual landscape is your home. The other world is your home, giving you the confidence you need to move however you see fit. And don't worry about getting lost in the spirit world. Don't worry about being so in depth and immersed in it that you're going to disconnect and not have people or friends or a social group. No. See, the path of wisdom is also here. But this in the fire, the spirit guides are letting me know, or the other world is saying, that they're much more sophisticated than you think. They know that there is a frequential difference here in the other world and in the energies that you're picking up on, being a transmitter, being on the cutting edge, being on the front line. And they will not allow your energy to malfunction so much that it sinks you. They will not do it. They'll push you close to the edge. They'll give you just enough information so that you have this level of confidence, so you can have this level of information to know that you're here for a different reason. You're operating on a different path. But nonetheless, you will always have to check out. You will always have to go back down to the realm around you. But this authenticity zone that's sitting right next to the path of wisdom and inside of the community, it lets me know this is giving the world a different energy. It's giving the world a different frequency, and they know it. They know not to keep you out here too far, but they know that if they keep you out here just enough, the world is going to get a bit of flavor. They're going to get a different spice to their recipe. Exiling, I think not. They cannot move you away from what you're called for. Being on the cutting edge, delivering messages from one dimension to the next, so that the world can get a glimpse or to feel a healing energy, so that they can feel what it means to be touched by the other side. Period. Very large message. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. And with that being said, I would like to take this time to come down from this very blazing fire, and I will see you all at the next.